All right, let's take a break and show you something absolutely gorgeous. It's finally looking a little like summer out there. We caught these blooming flowers in Fremont. Wow, that is spectacular. And today's warm weather is only expected to get warmer through the weekend, which is great news if you want to go check out the flowers on Mother's Day. That's a great idea for a little activity.
That little warmth will start popping them even more, right?
Yeah, and the good thing about the Bay Area is if you're really enthusiastic about the warmer temperatures, you just have to go a few miles inland to really experience that. If you're not ready for it at all, just go to the coast where temperatures are still going to be in the 60s. So you can kind of just choose your own adventure as we head into this weekend. In general, though, the warming trend continues. Let's take a look at the big picture pattern. The heat dome that's setting up is still strengthening, and it's not a full-fledged heat dome impact for the Bay Area and most of California. It is going to be that kind of effect for the Pacific Northwest and up into Western Canada. They're going to see record-setting temperatures over the next few days. We're just going to be anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees above average around the Bay to closer to 15 degrees above normal farther inland. Some of the warmest spots will be inland in the East Bay. Concord topping out above 90 degrees tomorrow, but it doesn't last long. We coast back down to more reasonably above average temperatures for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and then a slow return to almost exactly normal temperatures by the end of next week and into the third weekend in May. As the temperatures climb, the pollen count is going to be climbing a little bit. As we head into the weekend, it looks like we're going to stay in the medium category for Saturday and Sunday, towards the high end of the medium category, but we'll take whatever victory we can get in that regard. Back up into the medium high category by Monday and Tuesday. It's Mulberry, Oak, and Grass Holland still as the top three. Looking outside from Salesforce Tower, blue skies overhead, temperatures anywhere from 60 degrees in San Francisco to 81 degrees right now in Concord. But again, you'll be a full 10 degrees warmer than that by tomorrow afternoon. Most inland temperatures have topped out in the upper 70s and low 80s today. Now they're starting to coast back a little bit, 71 degrees at the moment in San Jose. If you are going to be heading out down to the Coliseum to watch the A's take on the Texas Rangers in Bruce Bochy's second game back in the Bay Area, temperatures in the mid 60s in Oakland at 6 o'clock. First pitch is at 6:40, coasting down to around 60 and then eventually into the upper 50s. The fog is going to return later on tonight, but it's going to take its time. So I think we're going to see clear skies overhead on the east side of the Bay and likely even over San Francisco if you're going down to Thrive City for the Game 6 watch party as the Warriors take on LA. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 50s throughout the evening, but the fog should spread away from the coast a little bit later tonight. Reduced visibilities around the Bay and along the coast to begin the day tomorrow. Some of that fog trying to sneak into the inland valleys, but not as far as the past few mornings, and it should back up quickly. We'll see good visibilities taking over by 9, 10 o'clock at the latest, and even along the coast, the sun is going to be breaking through as we head towards lunchtime. Temperatures tonight dropping down mostly to the low to mid 50s, which is pretty close to normal for this time of year. We do warm up in a hurry, except right along the coast. Again, if you're not ready for the heat or even the warmth just yet, head to Pacifica or Half Moon Bay. Temperatures in the mid 60s there. If you live along the coast and you want to experience some warmth, you just got to go to the peninsula. Low to mid 80s and then upper 80s for most of the Santa Clara Valley, around 90 for Los Gatos and Morgan Hill. Mostly low 90s inland in the East Bay, some of the hottest spots reaching up into the mid 90s, and that definitely qualifies as hot, especially mid-May. Mild temperatures around the Bay. Low 70s in San Francisco, upper 70s to around 80 for Oakland and the East Bay. Mid to upper 80s for the North Bay until you get to about Santa Rosa. Points northward from there, more likely to get up into the lower half of the 90s. But that's the warmest weather we're going to experience. We gradually coast downward as we head through next week. We'll get back into our back and forth fog pattern Monday through Friday of next week. Temperatures back down to the mid 60s in San Francisco and around 70 in Oakland, which is typical for mid to late May. By the end of next week, inland parts of the Bay Area will be in a mix of the upper 70s and low 80s. And along the coast, well, you don't warm up a whole lot in the first place, but you'll be back down to around 60 for high temperatures beyond the middle of next week.